Good morning. It's now 9 o'clock. A last-minute ruling extending the Arizona voter registration by almost 3 weeks, Olivia.
Yeah, big news, Scott. The registration deadline being pushed back significantly to October 23rd from yesterday. That's less than 2 weeks before the actual election scheduled for November 3rd. So how will all of these changes impact November's activity? Arizona's Family is your Arizona Election Authority. Let's check in with Javi now, who is live with a one-on-one with one of the two nonprofits behind the lawsuit filed against the Secretary of State's office.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And yesterday, remember, we were getting the message out. Today is the deadline. Today is the last day you have to register to vote. And then it was a surprise move last night. A federal judge sided with these two organizations, Mi Familia Vota and Arizona Coalition for Change, that extension would be granted. So I want to bring in Eduardo Saenz right now. He's the Arizona director here for Mi Familia Vota. We thank you very much for joining us this morning. Just give us the background here. Why in the first place did you file that lawsuit?
Absolutely. For us, it was critical for our community to have enough time to register to vote. We know throughout the pandemic, Latino communities have been affected the hardest when it comes down to losing their jobs, access to healthcare, etc. And our community is practicing social distancing throughout the pandemic. We want to make sure that we have enough time to include them in the process to participate in this democracy.
The argument was during the pandemic, you could still register people online. Why was that not? Why were you not able to do that?
Absolutely, we had many different barriers from our community. Our community don't have access to reliable internet connection, technology, etc. We see it right now with our parents not being able to thrive when it comes down to putting their kids to have online learning. And we saw that this was a great need to ensure that folks can still register to vote with the next couple of weeks. Another item that we were able to see was that when it comes down to new citizens have to make an appointment with motor vehicles in order to prove their certification of naturalization, and that was another barrier for folks to be able to register to vote online.
Give me an idea of how registration was down compared with past years.
Yeah, absolutely. We were able to see it. Folks are not in the streets as we used to, especially when the peak of the pandemic hit. Folks were extremely home, and especially through the stay home orders. Right now, we were able to see that this gives us an opportunity to continue to invite our community. This is a community's victory because this will give the key to ensure that our voices are heard on November.
Okay, so you initially argued you wanted that extension till August 27. We know this kind of causes a little monkey wrench in the process as far as people being able to register to vote and then get their early ballots. How does this change everything?
Absolutely. We were able to secure the extension until October 23rd, which is the last day to vote early, and we are going to ensure that folks are ready to register until that day. For us, is a matter of access to democracy, and this is a way to ensure that our folks can be registered and can participate in this democracy.
All right, we thank you very much for joining us this morning. Now, Secretary of State Katie Hobbs, she did release a statement immediately after that ruling from a federal judge, saying in part that she would not appeal. And here was her statement she released this evening. A federal judge extended Arizona's voter registration deadline until 5 o'clock on October 23rd, 2020. I will not appeal that decision. Arizonans deserve an election, deserve a quick resolution to this matter. Providing clarity is more important than pursuing this litigation. And she's urging everyone to get out and register to vote. Don't wait until the last minute. You now have a 3-week extension, but it's important you do it soon. Guys, we'll send it back to you.